Anger stage, healthy anger at the injustice and deception. 4. Grief stage, mourning the relationship you thought you had. 5. Acceptance stage, accepting reality without self-blame. 6. Planning stage, strategizing your response and future. 7. Action stage, implement boundaries, changes, or exit. 8. Healing stage, processing trauma with professional help. 9. Recovery stage, rebuilding identity and self-worth. 10. Transformational stage, become stronger than before. Strategy number 12. The Sister Support Network. You are not alone. One of the narcissist's great weapons is isolation, making you feel like you are the only one experiencing this, that no one would believe you, that other women would judge you. The Sister Support Network breaks this isolation by connecting you with other women who understand exactly what you are experiencing. This might be formal support groups, online communities, trusted friends, or therapists who specialize in narcissistic abuse. This network becomes your reality check, your source of strategies, and your reminder that you are not crazy. Building this network requires courage because your husband, that very narcissistic husband, has likely sabotaged your friendships, created conflict with family, and made you feel ashamed to share your reality. Start small. One trusted friend, one online forum, one support group meeting. As you share your story and your others, you will discover patterns that validate your experience. You will learn strategies that work, avoid mistakes that others have made, and find strength in solidarity. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's departure from royal life, while complex, demonstrates the power of support network. Meghan maintained connections with friends who could validate her experience when the royal environment became toxic. This connection provided prospective support and ultimately helped facilitate their departure to a healthier environment. Her mother's consistent support was crucial for maintaining sanity. Reese Witherspoon's creation of media companies focused on women's stories came from her own experiences with difficult relationships and the recognition that women need to hear each other's story. Her book club, production company, and advocacy create networks where women's experiences are validated and shared. She says, I think women are natural storytellers. They have the ability to reach into their souls and find the common threads that bind us all together. The story of Ruth and Naomi demonstrates biblical sister support. Both women had experienced loss and hardship. Ruth's famous declaration, where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. This is found in Ruth chapter 1, verse 16. This represents the ultimate sister support. Women choosing to support each other through difficult times. Their mutual support led both to restoration and redemption. Here is how to build your sister support network. Number 1, online support or online communities. Join forums for narcissistic abuse survivors. Use separate email. Number 2, support groups. Find local or online support groups for emotional abuse. Number 3, use trusted friends. Identify 1 or 2 friends you can be honest with. Number 4, you leverage on professional support. Therapists who understand narcissistic abuse. 5, family allies. Family members who see through this facade. Number 6, mentor figures. Older women groups who have survived similar experiences. And 7, crisis resources, domestic violence hotline and shelters. Strategy number 13 is radical self-love revolution. That is reclaiming your worth. After years of criticism, belittling, and gaslighting from your narcissistic husband, the radical self-love revolution might feel impossible. He has trained you to see yourself through his eyes as never good enough, always failing. He has perhaps totally trained you to see yourself through his own eyes as never good enough, always failing, forever disappointing. This revolution is about rejecting his narrative and reclaiming the truth of your inherent worth. It is radical because it directly opposes everything he has told you about yourself. This revolution starts with small acts of self-kindness that he would mock, looking in the mirror and saying one kind thing to yourself. Buying yourself flowers, he says, are a waste of money. Taking a class, he says, you are too stupid for. Reading books, he says, are beyond you. Each act of self-love is an act of rebellion against his narrative. You are not waiting for him to love you properly. You are learning to love yourself despite his inability to love anyone properly. Lizzo's radical self-love message, both from her own journey through toxic relationships and self-doubt, resonates with millions of women. Her unapologetic self-celebration in the face of criticism models what it looks like to love yourself when others don't. She says, I am not trying to sell you to me. I am trying to sell you to you. Her message, your worth isn't determined by anyone else's inability to see it. Serena Williams' unapologetic excellence and self-love in the face of constant criticism shows radical self-love in action. Despite facing more scrutiny and criticism than perhaps any athlete, she continues to celebrate herself, her body, and her achievements. Her self-love isn't dependent on others' approval. It is an internal revolution that external criticism cannot touch. The Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1 declares, I am a rose of Sharon, a lily of the valleys. This is the Shulamite woman declaring her own beauty and worth, not waiting for others to validate it. In a culture where women's worth was often determined by men's options, this radical self-declaration was revolutionary. She knew her worth regardless of others' assessments. Here is the radical self-love revolution practice. Number 1, mirror work. Mirror work. Daily kind words to yourself in the mirror. Do this. Number 2, celebration practice. Celebrate small victories he would minimize. Number 3, pleasure permission. Engage in activities that bring you joy. Number 4, achievement acknowledgement. List your achievements regularly and acknowledge it. Number 5, body appreciation. Thank your body for surviving this stress. Number 6, mind honoring. Acknowledge your intelligence despite his criticism. 7, do spiritual recognition. Honor your spiritual strength and resilience. Strategy number 14, the future vision blueprint. That is designing your next chapter. The future vision blueprint is about daring to imagine life beyond your current reality with your narcissistic husband. Whether that means transforming within the marriage, rare but possible, this is rare but possible if he seeks help, or life after divorce, or simply internal freedom while remaining married. You need a vision of what is possible. This blueprint helps you move from survival mode to actually planning for thriving. It is about reclaiming your right to dream, to have goals, to imagine happiness. This blueprint involves getting specific about what you want your life to look like. What would your ideal day include? What work would fulfill you? What relationships would nourish you? What would home feel like if it were truly safe? These aren't fantasies. They are goals. Every woman who has survived a narcissistic husband and built a beautiful life started with a vision of what was possible. Your current reality doesn't determine your future unless you let it. J.K. Rowling's vision for her future while escaping an abusive marriage and living in poverty demonstrates the power of future visioning. She couldn't control her ex-husband, couldn't immediately change her circumstances, but she could envision a future where she was a published author. That vision kept her writing in caves while her baby slept, ultimately creating Harry Potter and transforming her life entirely. Tyler Perry's mother, Maxine Perry, endured years in an abusive marriage but maintained a vision of better days for her children. She would take Taylor to church and tell him that someday life would be different. Her future vision, even while trapped in a difficult marriage, planted seeds in Taylor that eventually grew into his empire of healing through entertainment. He honors her vision by helping other women escape similar situations. Hagar's story in Genesis chapter 16 and verse 21 shows biblical future visioning. Twice, she found herself in the wilderness, once fleeing Sarah's harsh treatment, once cast out with her son. Both times, God showed her a vision of her future. I will increase your descendants so much that they will be too numerous to count. This is recorded in Genesis chapter 16 verse 10. Even in the desert of despair, she was given a vision of future abundance. Her story shows that the current circumstances don't determine ultimate destiny. Here is the future vision blueprint process. Number 1, ideal day visioning. Write out your perfect ordinary day in detail. 2, career dreaming. What work would fulfill you? Note this one down. 3, relationship visioning. What would healthy relationship feel like to you? 4. Home creation. What would a safe, peaceful home environment include? Number 5. Joy listing. What activities would bring you regular joy? Number 6. Good planning. What would you like to learn or become? 7. Legacy visioning. What impact do you want to make? Number 8. Timeline creation. Set realistic timelines for moving forward or moving your vision. Number 9. Step planning. Break vision into small, achievable steps. Number 10. Vision band or vision board. Create vision reminders of your future. Number 15. The wisdom warrior path. That is transforming pain into purpose. The final strategy transcends personal survival. It is about becoming a wisdom warrior who transforms your pain into purpose and help others. This is the most important strategy. Many women who survive narcissistic husbands discover that their greatest tragedy becomes their greatest ministry. The wisdom gained through surviving psychological warfare equips you to help other women still in the battle. This doesn't mean you have to become a public advocate. It might mean quietly monitoring one woman, sharing resources, or simply modeling that survival is possible. This path acknowledges that what you have endured has given you invaluable wisdom. You can spot narcissistic behavior instantly. You understand the subtle signs of emotional abuse. You know the internal battle between logic and trauma bonding. You have learned strategies for survival. This wisdom is good for women just beginning to recognize their reality. Your pain wasn't spotless. It was preparation for purpose. Glenn closes advocacy around mental health and toxic relationships, inspired by sisters' experiences with an abused marriage, shows how witnessing narcissistic abuse can become purpose. She founded Bring Change. She founded Bring Change to address mental health stigma and help people in toxic relationships recognize they need help. Her sister's pain became their shared purpose. Robin Givens' transformation from Mike abused wife to advocate for domestic violence survivors shows the wisdom warrior path. Despite public criticism and disbelief, she continued sharing her story to help other women recognize abuse patterns. Her willingness to speak truth despite backlash has helped countless women recognize their own situation. The Samaritan woman at the well in the book of John chapter 4 demonstrates the wisdom warrior transformation. After encountering Jesus and finding healing from a life of broken relationship, 5 husbands and living with a man not her husband, suggesting a pattern of relationship dysfunction. She immediately became an evangelist. In John chapter 4, verse 39, it says, many of the Samaritans from that town believed in him because of the woman's testimony. Her pain became her platform for bringing others to healing. Here is the wisdom warrior path. 1. Wisdom recognition. Acknowledge the valuable wisdom you have gained. Number 2, healing first. Ensure you are healed enough to help without re-traumatizing. Number 3, platform choice. Decide how to share publicly, privately, and anonymously. Number 4, boundary setting. Help others while maintaining your own boundaries. Number 5, story sharing. Share your story in ways that empower, not just vent. 6, resource creation. Compile resources that helped you. 7, mentorship offering. Guide 1 or 2 women through their journey. 8, advocacy consideration. Consider larger advocacy if called. 9, wisdom documentation. Write, speak, or create content from your experience. Number 10, purpose living. Let your pain feel purpose, not bitterness. Here is your Phoenix rising moment. As we reach this transformative moment in our journey together, I want you to understand something that will fundamentally shift your entire perspective. You are not a victim of your narcissistic husband. You are a warrior in training. Every day, you have survived his gaslighting. You have strengthened your grip on reality. Every criticism you have endured has actually revealed your resilience. Every attempt to break you has instead been forging you into something unbreakable. You are not broken. You are breaking free. You are not weak. You are exhibiting a kind of strength that most people will never need to develop. We have explored 15 comprehensive strategies, from the reality anchor system that keeps you grounded in truth when he tries to rewrite his story, to the elegant gray rock method that preserves your energy for what truly matters. We have discussed the strategic submission illusion that keeps you safe while you build strength, and the financial freedom fortress that ensures you have options. The emotional detachment protocol that protects your heart, while the children protection protocol shields innocent souls from psychological warfare they didn't choose. We have covered practical necessities like the social shield strategy for managing public perception and the health preservation imperative for protecting your physical body from the toll of chronic stress. The spiritual armor practice connects you to divine strength, while the sister support network reminds you that you are not alone in this battle. The exit preparation plan provides hope and options, while the healing journey map shows you that recovery is possible. The radical self-love revolution reclaims your worth from his destructive narrative. The future vision blueprint gives you something to move forward, and the wisdom warrior path transforms your path into purpose that can light the way for others. These aren't just coping mechanisms. They are transformational tools. Each strategy builds on the other, creating a comprehensive system for not just surviving, but ultimately thriving. You are not just learning to deal with a narcissistic husband. You are developing skills that will serve you for the rest of your life. You are becoming emotionally intelligent, psychologically sophisticated, spiritually grounded, and strategically brilliant. The very situation that was meant to destroy you is instead developing you into someone extraordinary. Your declaration of independence. This is the moment where everything changes, not because he will suddenly transform, statistically, unlikely without intensive therapy. He won't seek it, but because you are transforming right now in this moment, you are making a choice that will ripple through the rest of your life. Will you remain a victim of this narcissism, or will you become the architect of your own liberation? The choice is yours, and the time is now. Number 1, we have immediate actions. Immediate action number 1, smash that like button with the force of a woman reclaiming her power. Your like isn't just digital engagement. It is a declaration that you refuse to disappear, refuse to be silenced, refuse to accept that this is all there is. Every like helps this message reach another woman who is crying in her bedroom, wondering if she is crazy, if she is alone, if there is hope. Your like could literally save another woman's sanity or even her life. Immediate action 2. Comment below with one strategy you are implementing today, not tomorrow, not when things calm down, not when you feel ready. Today, type something like starting my reality journey now, or a gray rock begins today, or simply I choose me. Your public declaration creates accountability and inspires other women to take their first step toward freedom. Immediate action 3. Share this video privately with one woman who might need it. We all know someone whose husband seems controlling, whose light has dimmed, who makes excuses for behavior that seems wrong. Send it with a simple message. Though you might find this interesting, or this reminded me of you, you might be throwing a lifeline to someone who is drowning but too ashamed to ask for help. Immediate action 4. Subscribe and activate all notifications. This channel is your weekly therapy session, your strategy meeting, your reminder that you are not crazy and you are not alone. We release new contents every week, designed specifically to help you navigate these challenging relationships and reclaim your power. But you only receive this support if you are subscribed and notified. Immediate action 5. Implement the safety protocol immediately. Clear your browser history after watching this. Create a new email account he doesn't know about. Start your reality journey today. It should be digital with password or hidden if it is physical. 4. Identify one safe person you can talk to. And 5. Research local domestic violence resources, even if you don't need them now. Immediate action number 6. Begin the 30-day transformational challenge. Week 1 is reality documentation plus gray rock methods. Week 2, add financial freedom steps plus emotional detachment. Week 3, build sister support plus spiritual armor. And then week 4, create free future vision plus implement additional strategy. Document your journey privately and watch yourself transform. Immediate action number 7, seek professional support. Find a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse. Many don't. If therapy is not financially possible, join an online support group for narcissistic abuse survivors. Many are free and anonymous. You don't have to do this alone. And professional support can literally save your life and sanity. Immediate action number 8, make one self-love comment right now. Choose one thing you will do for yourself this week that he would mock or forbid. Take that class. Buy those flowers. Read that book. Wear that lipstick. This isn't selfish. It is survival. Yes, it is survival. Here is your resurrection story. As we close this transformational journey, I want you to speak directly to the woman you are becoming, not the one he has tried to convince you that you are, but the one who has been waiting to emerge. She is strong beyond measure, wise beyond her years, and valuable beyond price. She has been there all along, hidden beneath layers of criticism and control, waiting for this new moment of awakening. You might have entered this marriage as a hopeful bride, believing love could conquer all, that your dedication would heal his wounds, that being good enough would earn his love. Now you know the truth. Narcissism isn't healed by love. Narcissism isn't healed by love anymore than cancer is healed by kindness. This is not your failure. It is your education. You are not graduating from the school of hard knocks. You are earning a PhD in human psychology, emotional intelligence, and strategic survival. The road ahead won't be easy if you stay. Implementing these strategies will require daily vigilance and extraordinary strength. He will test every boundary, challenge every change, and escalate when he senses loss or control. If you leave, the journey to freedom may involve legal battles, custody fights, financial struggles, and emotional warfare. But either way, you now have what you didn't have before: knowledge, strategies, support, and most importantly, the unshakable knowledge that you deserve better. You are not responsible for his narcissism. No, my dear, you didn't even cause it, and you can't cure it. That is very clear. And you can't even control it. It is crystal clear. You are only responsible for your own healing, your own growth, and your own choices. Every strategy you have discussed and every strategy we have discussed is a tool for reclaiming your power. One boundary at a time, one day at a time, one choice at a time. Remember the lotus flower. It grows in mud, in dark, murky water, pushing through the muck to bloom in spectacular beauty. That is you. The narcissistic abuse is the mud, but it is not your destiny. You are pushing through, reaching for light, preparing to bloom in ways you can't yet imagine. Yet the very conditions that were meant to destroy you are instead creating the pressure that will produce your most beautiful transformation. Proverbs 31 verse 25 describes the woman you are becoming. She is clothed with the strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She is not because her life is easy, but because she knows her worth isn't determined by her husband's opinion. She laughs at the future not because it is guaranteed to be smooth, but because she knows she can handle whatever comes. Your story is not over. In fact, the best chapters haven't been written yet. Chapters where you discover you were really are without his constant criticism. I mean chapters where you discover who you really are without his constant criticism. Chapters where you pursue dreams he said were stupid. Chapters where you model strength for your children. Chapters where you help other women escape what you have survived. And chapters where joy returns, peace reigns, and you finally, freely become yourself. I will leave you with this message, with this promise, dear beloved woman. You will survive this. Whether you stay and implement boundaries that protect your soul, or live and build a new life from scratches, you will survive, my dear. More than survive, you will thrive. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. The thousands of women who have walked in this path before, you are proof. We have survived the gaslighting, escaped the control, healed the wounds, and built beautiful lives from the ashes. Your narcissistic husband may have brought you to your knees, but that is a powerful position. It is where warriors pray, where phoenixes prepare to rise, where women gather strength for the battle ahead. You are not kneeling in defeat. You are kneeling to gather power for your resurrection. Stand up, warrior woman. Straighten that crown that he has tried to knock off your head. Polish that armor you have earned through battle. Raise that sword of truth he has tried to make you doubt. Your battle is not yet over, but now you are properly equipped. Now you know what you are fighting. Now you have strategies, support, and strength you didn't have before. The woman who started watching this video is not the woman finishing it. I am sure about that if you followed this. She was seeking answers. You now have strategies. She was doubting her sanity. You now know and you now trust your reality. She was alone. You now know millions stand with you. She was hopeless. You now have the plan. Welcome to your resurrection story, dear. Welcome to your phoenix rising. Welcome to the sisterhood of survivors who become thrivers. Welcome to the first day of reclaiming your life. Remember to return next week for more strategies, support, and strength. Until then, document your reality. Implement your boundaries. Connect with your sisters and never forget, you are worthy of love that doesn't hurt. You deserve respect that doesn't waver. You are entitled to a life where you don't have to despair. To be safe, you are not this victim. You are not his victim. You are not his property. You are not his emotional punching bag. You are a daughter of a divine, or you are a warrior in training, a phoenix preparing to rise. Your time of diminishment is ending. Your season of restoration is beginning. Your story of triumph is being written. Rise up, warrior woman. Rise and reclaim what was always yours. Your voice, your worth, your life, and your future. The world needs the gift of you who really are, not the shadow he has tried to make you become. We offer new inspirational videos every week on this channel. Keep revisiting us here. Thank you.